Today's cool fact of the day is that the DNA of an 8,000-year-old skeleton from Spain showed that the man was unable to digest lactose, which is milk sugar, or starch. Funny, the rise of farming was about 10,000 years ago, which is why people started eating more carbs. It's also why they got fatter, had more tooth decay, and got shorter. So apparently the owner of this particular skeleton had dark hair and dark skin and blue eyes, which probably allowed him to absorb more sunlight so he could get more vitamin D, which was good because they needed that because all those carbs and starches were putting a tax on him that vitamin D could help with. We know that prehistoric hunter-gatherers got tons of vitamin D from meat, the kind of meat that comes from grass-fed animals, not corn and grain-fed industrial animals. They also ate fish and eggs, which are other sources of vitamin D. So they were getting sunshine, they were out hunting, walking around, eating animals. It's funny to look at what happened only a couple thousand years later. I have no idea what people are going to say about our skeletons when they look at us 10,000 years from now, but I'm pretty sure they're going to say, "Good God." Today, we have someone you might recognize if you're watching this on YouTube versus just listening in your car. We've got Hnilo back on. If you remember, Andy used Bulletproof techniques to recover from a really serious hit-and-run accident on Melrose Avenue, which broke his jaw, kind of opened up his face and caused a lot of scarring. And 6 weeks later, he was actually modeling, which is incredible. Do I have this right, Andy? By the way, welcome, man.
Thanks, man. Good to be here. It was. I talked to my mom. It was actually like 7 weeks later.
7
but
weeks.
On the podcast, I said June, but I think it was mid-May.
Got it.
But either way,
7-ish weeks. All right, not 6 weeks, 7 weeks will be accurate.
Yeah.
But basically, I mean, no one who looks at you now, and I mean, now we've got really good camera studio lighting. Not all of the podcasts have this. I'm actually shooting the Bulletproof upgraded mine today here in LA.
Oh, nice.
So I know you're down here. I'm like, come on in. Like,
yeah.
Let's use the extra camera time because I mean, you have this like amazing skin, this really healthy glow.
Thank you.
You know, you're a model and all that. Like, it's your business to look good. So last time, like, we got tons of comments on the forum and just crazy traffic talking about this clay stuff that you've invented. So we're going to talk more about skincare and give people an update about what's going on with the skin mask that you've made.
Well, the response has been awesome. Hundreds of emails.
Wow.
Around that same number of orders. And people are just, they don't even want to try it, they just want to buy it and order it. So it's been great. It's been super overwhelming because I only had enough for myself to last me a few months. And I originally made it for myself just to, you know, and then you go forward, you get something you're confident with, and then you just, you start calling it a product, and then you come up with a name, and then that's where I'm at right now. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. It really is. It's kind of funny, an ex-athlete, now like a skincare, so into skincare, but it's something I'm proud of, and if it makes people feel better about themselves, and I'm all for that. And it's something that really helped me. I had abrasions and scars everywhere after that accident, and not only does it, help exfoliate and build skin cells, but it also like removes the impurities that are so close to your brain. I mean, I do whole head masks and shoulders too, so it's just something I'm super passionate about, and I'm happy to share it with the public now. And it's actually really cool. I mean, every single email that that asks about the product and how I came about making it. I mean, it's really cool to invent something, as and then have people be so stoked, to try it and believe in it. It's a pretty surreal feeling. There's nothing like it, as we saw at Air One. There's nothing like it ingredient by ingredient. So it's gonna do good things.
So speaking of Air One is the most high-end health food natural store in all of the LA area. It's an incredible place. They have a full selection of Bulletproof products, which is amazing. And we had a giant response. We posted a photo of it on Facebook, and 1,400 people were like, "Oh wow, we totally want to do that! Like, this is great." So it's definitely my favorite place where you can actually buy Bulletproof coffee. They'll make it for you at the tonic bar there. So shout out to Air One.
Yeah.
And we went there, we looked together at all the different stuff you can get to put on your face. And most people are like, here's a clay, and you've mixed different ones to do different things. And
Yeah.
So, all right. Last time we touched on this a little bit, but a lot of guys don't take care of their skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got sort of a wake-up call about that, because not only do you work in the industry, but like when you get it damaged, I have to take care of this. What benefits do you think you're getting, like aside from just like looking good, which everyone wants to do, but like you mentioned some more systemic benefits from it. What's going on there?
Oh, absolutely. So the bentonite removes impurities. You have any type of toxins from the air that we're breathing in. Say you come back from a flight and you got all that, radiation from airports and all those little scans that you got to go through. I always make sure that I do one when I get back from the airport or from a trip around the country because of that. And it's just if I'm in a type of funk because of those toxins, it helps remove those impurities from the system.
So you actually feel a funk from like airport toxins or
a
other
little
toxins
bit,
in your
little
life?
bit. I mean, a little fog, not a funk, but like just I'm
You're
not
slower.
locked in. A little bit, yeah. Do you?
Oh, absolutely. Like when you're dialed in and you're operating at full level, there's lots of things like the first part to go is that edge. Like the edge is the most sensitive to toxins, and if you like live constantly with your brain on all the way, like I mean the air you breathe, the ionizing radiation that happens just from being out during the day up in the sky. Yeah. I don't know exactly which one it is. I suspect it's more the oxygen and the toxins and the recirculated air, but I use a lot of glutathione. I use activated coconut charcoal. Yeah. And I'm actually incorporating your mask now. Nice. I mean, you're going to take a shower. You better after you get off a plane, like when you get to your hotel, because it's really good to get that stuff off your skin because they're going in through the pores, right?
Absolutely. It's your largest organ. Yeah. So included with removing impurities, it stimulates in circulation and blood flow to the surface of the skin. So like a big thing is these capillaries underneath the eyes aren't getting circulation. It's like people ask what to do about under eye circles and stuff like that. I'm like, well, how about you get that blood flowing?
I just use lasers.
Yeah, well that that works too, apparently.
But like, what are the ingredients? Like, how do they work? Is there science behind it? I think people care about that.
Absolutely. The Rasoul clay is from Morocco, and that's a big quality of Rasoul clay is stimulation to the skin and increasing blood flow to the surface of the skin. The bentonite removes heavy metals and impurities, has a incredibly powerful quality of doing just that. The kaolin adds like it's a little more coarse, so it adds exfoliant to the product that the others don't. The others are really soft and absorbed with the apple cider vinegar base that I add to it. So the coarse like texture of the kaolin clay is what helps exfoliate the skin. And then I add grass-fed colostrum, vitamin C, organic kelp powder with that sodium alginate to kind of remove radiation and toxins as well that we absorb from every day, walking around everywhere we go.
All right, let's talk sleep, because this is one of those things.
Okay.
All right, what are the latest things you've been doing around sleep? Because that, like you said, you sleep a full night, so you show up at the casting call and you're down, you're ready to go.
So I don't have internet in the house, and so those
I can't hang with you. No internet at home.
Yeah, no internet at the house.
Alien. No.
And then I took your advice. I put my phone on
an
airplane mode, and then I have your bulletproof sleep mat.
Oh, cool.
But I always throw on a movie before I go to bed, and like I like drift off, and then I'll usually like wake up. So I only get like 30 minutes on that. I don't wear like a shirt, so those things are poking into me and kind of like loosening up the pores.
Okay, so you're laying on the mat and watching a movie, just kind of chilling.
Yeah, drifting back. I do the diatomaceous earth. I have a nighttime tonic that I do as well as my morning tonic, but the nighttime tonic is more grounding. I have the diatomaceous earth clay and the pearl powder, and then that combined with turmeric and the aloe and the hoshu wu and the different amino acids that I take, it kind of grounds me and gets me off into a totally relaxed state. That combined, the glutathione, collagen, vitamin C.
Oh, so you're doing the full stack at night.
Full stack.
So cool.
Full stack. I get like these lucid dreams and
wow.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
We'll have to write down some more about that in the show notes and all. Make sure
Yeah.
people can get a sampling of that kind of stuff just for like what they, you know, what they can try, just a set of experimental things.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got quite the recipe there.
Yeah, I actually got a funny story about the Bulletproof mat.
Yeah.
When I got it, I just kind of like, I laid back and it started to poke at me a little bit. And I swear, next thing I knew, it was like 1 a.m. Shoes. I mean, I'm talking just the side of the bed. I wasn't even laying down. I was just passed out, shoes still on, fully clothed. And I was like, you know, you're so like out of it. It's, you know, 1:15
It knocks you out.
Yeah,
the
it knocked me out.
endorphins.
Yeah.
I actually have the sleep mat. Like, this is the one you have, right? The one like that. So
There it is.
It's pretty cool. I was amazed when I first started experimenting with the longer spikes that we put on these.
Yeah.
Because it just knocks you out, right?
So what I do actually is I started to do, you recommend whole head, like wrapping it around the head and kind of, it's like aerating your lawn a little
Yeah,
bit.
but not quite the eyes. That never worked for me.
Yeah, no, not the eyes, but yeah, all around the neck, face, and then I'll do the mask.
Oh, afterwards.
So it's like aerating the lawn. You know, you're infusing the face with all those good, you know, nutrient-dense ingredients. And I mean, the mask is pretty sweet before, but I think that kind of activates and inserts the ingredients.
What a good idea.
Yeah.
I've seen using like spikes, even finer spikes for hair loss. There's a little roller you can do, and then you apply like topical things to help with hair growth.
Yeah.
But I never thought of just using that to stimulate circulation and then putting the mask on. That's brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Super brilliant.
I do it all over the head too. So
Yeah.
like you press it in.
Like up here, right?
Yeah, and then right after that, they're not. You don't get any marks or anything like that. You just, you know, but you do see like a little bit of glowing right after. It's great. So that was actually a good thing that I read from you. And then putting the mask on top of that, it's just like, I mean, forget it.
Super cool.
Yeah. So that's a big thing.
Andy, all of our audience, but most especially the women who are watching on YouTube instead of listening in their cars, or maybe watching on iTunes. We've got this just launched on the iTunes video channel. They've got to be asking themselves, like, all right, what about sex hacking? You know, I talk about that. So what's your practice around that? Is that a part of what you do as a biohacker? Like, pay attention there?
Yeah, actually. I think that's a really good way to see how healthy you are, is with like just, you know, sexual health. I'm really, you know, passionate about that. That's just like, you know.
Do you like measure your swimmers or something like that?
No, I don't do that. I'm
They
not
make kits
opposed
for
to
that.
doing that. Yeah, I would love to do that.
It's
I think
a
I
great
should probably
indicator.
start doing that. Yeah.
I mean, I've thought of doing that, but like,
Yeah?
yeah, you get like a 3-day trailing. Like, am I toxic for the last 3 days? If they're not swimming, you know, you're not living right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just all about blood flow and, you know, just proper nutrition through amino acids have been huge for that, specifically arginine.
Arginine, yeah.
Huge.
That's. Do you know the mechanism behind the arginine, or?
I don't. Do you?
It has to do with like stimulation of endothelial nitric oxide, which causes vasodilation, and a lot of those like $12 pills you buy at 7-Eleven that like
Full
are
of
male performance extension max or whatever.
Yeah.
It's mostly that.
That and like just fillers and
yeah, it works.
sugar.
You can throw in some
It's
herbs.
incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, arginine, getting your saturated fats up there, you know, through nutrition and diet. Gelatinized maca has been great.
Not raw maca, strangely. What drove that?
I have been told that the locals won't, you know, in the mine, they won't do raw maca.
That's exactly right. Raw maca is not good.
Okay.
Actually, I know some practitioners, ones I trust, who recommend raw maca, but I don't. When I take it, I always get weird GI problems, and the
Yeah.
gelatinized seems to work better for me.
Works better for me too.
okay.
I actually throw that in the coffee and forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's a clean raw maca and there's the good science from the people who have it, it could be really good. But my gut doesn't handle it as well. So.
Gelatinized for me
Yeah.
is less. You know, I use less, and yeah, the results are definitely there. So
Okay.
that's good.
And do you practice any kind of the stuff I've talked about, like, you know, don't have too many orgasms because it'll make you weak or anything like that?
Actually, I'm on. No, I don't.
No,
actually,
you're
yeah.
like, you know, 4 or 5 a night. Just really
No. Well, I just it was. I was talking to a buddy about that because I did you know, read that you you had a article about that, and I just that's not something that I've been
you're just
practicing.
not manly enough to handle that.
I don't know, man. I mean, with as clean as we eat and the supplements and just the diet and the superfoods, I mean, sometimes you just got to release yeah, so it happens.
All right. So do you have a girlfriend, wife? What's the situation there?
No girlfriend at the moment.
There's like 50,000 people who just heard that, and like 40% of them are women. So you might get some phone calls after this, Andy.
Well, a couple that have reached out through the podcast are several are beautiful. So I'm not opposed to that. Got a lot of beautiful bulletproof women out there, and it's great.
We just filled your calendar for the next 2 months.
No, it's good. You develop a routine and you stick with it. And I mean, not that I'm opposed to being in a relationship. It's just I'm pretty happy with the way life's going right now.
Yeah, and you're about to go into a busy time, I think, because I have good feelings about this new mask. I'm super stoked to help you grow it by putting it on the store. So,
me too, man.
My pleasure.
Right on.
And thanks, man. Give us your Twitter handle again so people can reach out to you if they want to.
It's at Andy Hnilo, ANDYHNILO at Twitter, and then Facebook, Andy Hnilo, ANDYHNILO. H is silent.
Andy, it's awesome to see you again, man.
It's good to see you too, Dave.
Thanks for coming on.
Dude, thanks for having me.
I'm a Bulletproof babe.
And we totally didn't.
You need that T-shirt. You need the Bulletproof babe T-shirt.
Oh my God, I'm taking a note on
marketing.
I'm taking a note on that one.
Thank you.
So people really should know that, like, we don't sit ahead of time going, "Ooh, let's talk about each other's products." See the head of foam that's formed on it? This is similar to what you get with a latte.